What is going on, everybody? This is GC3, and I'm in the place to be in the Valley of the Sun, Phoenix, Arizona, coming at you from the GC3 Hoops Network studio out in Phoenix, Arizona. Anyways, we've been moving and shaking. It's been a really busy month. Last weekend, I was out of town. It was lovely to be back on the national basketball scene. I got to attend one of the top women's basketball camps in the entire country, if not in the entire world. And it's put on by my good friend, my brother, Gems in the Gym, Camille Williams, the Fresh Faces, Miles McGowan Coaches Classic. And that event is so just amazing because, one, it brings awareness in memory of Miles McGowan, which is Cam's godson, who passed away from cancer, and it brings awareness to childhood cancer. However, it also brings awareness and exposure to the top up-and-coming prospects across the country. And today we have a special episode. I'm going to bring in one of the top kids that I was able to evaluate out of Houston, Texas, Celeste Jackson. So let me bring on Celeste. Good day. How's it going, Celeste? How you doing?
I'm really good. How are you?
Oh, you know what? It's been a blessing. I've been having a tough week, just bouncing back with my health. However, it's been really humid because we've been getting some rain. So it is a blessing. But yeah, we're doing real well. How are you doing?
I'm really good. I'm really excited to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. No, it's a great opportunity for us, and it's also a great opportunity for the audience to see, who's next, especially on the national basketball spectrum. I mean, you made a huge splash at this camp. You were at the Fresh Faces. You're a incoming freshman, 2029, and definitely, I got to say, you're at least top 10 in the country from what I saw. Tell me about your experience at the event. How did you like the Fresh Faces, experience that you had with Gems in the Gym?
I really loved it. I think it was one of the best camps, if not the best camp I've ever been to. It wasn't so focused on like mainly drills, just like how like college camps and stuff are like, which those are nice too. But I really like this camp because you get to meet new people. I was the only person from Texas coming into the camp, so I kind of had to like learn how everybody worked and everything. I met a lot of new people. I had a lot of fun. I had made some new friends, met some new coaches. So building relationships, of course, is really important to me. So I think that I did a lot of that at this camp. But yeah, I had a really fun time.
No, and it was what people don't understand about this event is having, certain advocates and people of good influence, including myself. There was Prentice Beverly, who's one of the top scouts in the country, as well as Cam Williams, Mr. Gems in the Gym, in there to evaluate and help promote the talent. So I'm just glad that you're able to share that experience because it's not just a typical showcase. I'm sure you've experienced that where they just sign your jersey, break you into teams, and you have your 2 to 3 games for the day. This was an educational opportunity, the networking, the educational piece. And well, anyway, so let's pivot and let's get to know a little bit more about Celeste. So your Instagram handle is below. So college coaches, I know you guys are gonna be tuning in, after the shutdown. Make sure you give this young lady a follow. So how long have you been playing basketball?
I started in the 4th grade, I believe. So my dad played at University of St. Edwards in Arkansas, Little Rock. So I really I've been around basketball all my life since I was little. And obviously being taller than a lot of other people, that's the first sport that they expect you to play. And I never really liked it, to be honest. So I really thought like, y'all are forcing me to play. Like I'm mad at, I used to think a whole bunch of things about basketball, but I finally got on a neighborhood team in the 4th grade and I tried out and I made it. And I really liked it. I loved it. I loved just getting to win because obviously winning is a good feeling, but getting to meet new people, getting to make new friends, it was a really fun experience for me. So I started in the 4th grade. I didn't really start getting serious about it until I think we're going to say beginning of 7th grade. So yeah, we didn't really start genuinely like working out working out, and working until the 7th grade is when I really decided like this is what I want to do and I want to be like serious about this. But yeah, so we started from the 4th grade and then I've been working out and doing everything like that. But I started my love for basketball in the 4th grade.
Well, your parents, and your dad is doing a fantastic job because definitely you're extremely talented, and before we get into that aspect, we're about kind of the midway points of the show. So with that being said, we're going to take a quick commercial break. All right.
Okay.
So I'll see you back here in about 23 seconds.
Okay.
Got bugs out of this world? Have no fear. Free Yourself Pest Control is here. Give Derek a call at 480-580-1549 for your free estimate today. Again, please support Free Yourself Pest Control as they sponsor and support local communities and youth sports events. And we are back. I have one of the top 2029s in the country, Celeste Jackson, who's capable of playing 1 through 3, tough enough to guard 4 and 5. Definitely caught my attention. We were talking about how she got her start. Before that, we were talking about her experience at Fresh Faces. So, Celeste, to move to the next section. So, you started, now you're here and you're playing at a high level. So right now, I know you have a Division I, you have some Division I interest and you have offers on the table. So far, who's shown interest and who pulled the trigger on your offer?
The first school I got, which was about maybe a month ago now, was University of Incarnate Word. I have Incarnate Word. Old Dominion was the second. Which one was the third? I don't remember. Oh, Texas State was the fourth. Texas State was the third. Prairie View was the fourth, and then I just got University of Houston maybe 2 weeks ago. So 5 this summer.
That's just amazing. So where did they see you at? What AAU program do you play with so college coaches can get involved and keep track of your AAU schedule for the live periods next spring?
Mm-hmm. So I live in Austin, Texas, but I play for Cy-Fair out of Houston. So Cy-Fair is a really great program. I love the style that we play. I love the relationships that you build. Obviously, basketball is really about relationships. So I think I have a strong relationship with Earl and Ransom. I really love them. And obviously all of my coaches, I've loved them so far. So I play for Cy-Fair.
Awesome. So yeah, college coaches, you better get on that EYBL circuit and check your girl out because she can play. Like, watching and evaluating her, she just makes plays. Like what I saw on that court, makes the right play at the right time on both ends of the floor, can score from all 3 levels, physical, she can defend. And, speaking about your game, who do you model your game after? Is it like your dad? Is it, a family member? Is it a pro? Like, spill the beans, share what who you model your game after.
I really, really, really like the way that Madison Booker from Texas and Anissa Morrow play from LSU. I like their game a lot. Anissa, on her side, I really like the way that she rebounds. I think rebounding is a big part of my game, and I really like that about her. She's a really aggressive player, and I really like her game. She's simple. She doesn't do too much, and that's kind of the player that I am. So I really like her. And then on Madison Booker's side, she's more of like the flashy player a little bit, but she's still simple. She keeps it simple. I like the way that she plays. I like her pull-up jumpers. I like just everything about her. I really like both of their games. So I really like to model my game after them. And I study them a lot. I've seen them play a million times. So.
No, that's perfect. I mean, what I saw out there on the court, like, you were just getting rebounds. You were just doing everything from rebounding to, cleaning up the garbage on the offense. If you had to just make that play, like get that offensive rebound, those putbacks, to being, able to lock down opponents on everywhere from inside to perimeter. I just really love your toughness and those intangibles you bring. Just a high basketball IQ, great feel for the game. And, you have, 3 mid-majors and a high major offer. Like, I have you projected as you're going to be a Power 4 kid. Like, it's just, especially after the showing at this camp, people out there don't understand how high level this event is. I mean, I remember the first time I attended a few years ago, Cameo invited me out to be a guest evaluator, and I was just hooked. Like I looked at him, I was just like, there's so much talent at this event. Like it blows me away. I mean, and the cool thing is he doesn't just get kids from the West Coast. He gets kids like yourself, from the, I guess you could say Texas is Southwest or the South, coming
Mhm.
over, and I've seen kids from the Midwest and East Coast, and kids from Alaska. He gets a lot of kids from like the Pacific Northwest as well. So it's just a refreshing event to see that amount of talent in there, and seeing you guys compete at a high level.
Mhm.
So my last question for you is, going into your freshman year, I know it's highly likely you're going to play varsity. So how does that feel like, going in your freshman year? Is there pressure? Do you have any goals going into this winter season with your high school team?
It definitely is pressure, I would say. The high school that I'm going to Stony Point. I've been thinking about going there since maybe the 6th or 7th grade. And obviously building up to it, I've played with them. I played in the TABC with them last year as a 7th grader. And this last year as an 8th grader. So I played with them a lot. I really like the school. I'm excited for this upcoming year. But obviously when you are one of the better players, high school is obviously in Austin, it's iffy. Um, but at the end of the day, I really am excited. I'm excited for this year. One of the goals I said I would have probably is to lead my team. Obviously, being a freshman, they try to take you under your wing, and I don't think that I don't really follow those rules. So, I think that being a leader, since I am on the court in AAU, I can carry that on into high school. But yeah, I'm really excited for this season. I think it's going to be a good season.
Oh, absolutely. I'm excited to be able to follow your career. I mean, having that connection, being able to evaluate you, at Fresh Faces, and being able to meet your dad and meet you too outside of the event was really, really nice.
Mhm.
And you have great public speaking skills. So I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm super excited. I see, such high ceiling and potential. I know sooner than later, I guarantee I'm gonna be watching you play, in March Madness and eventually in the WNBA on ESPN here shortly. So super excited, to see your career unfold. And again, thank you for joining us. I mean, this is episode number 3, Hoops Heat Check podcast. And again, that's what I do is I bring the heat. I get the top prospects, put them on the show, and we talk hoops. So thank you again.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me. This is a great opportunity. I had a lot of fun.
Absolutely, and we'll do it again. I think I'd love to catch up with you maybe mid season of your high school season, just to revisit, just to talk to see how your season's going. I'm
Mhm.
sure your dad will be able to send me some clips, and I can still kind of keep track of how you're doing, because I know like Huddle is amazing right now. Huddle, I can get on and I can still watch games like through those Huddle cams. So I'm pretty sure your high school has it, and it's just great that I can follow the kids that I've evaluated and still be able to watch them, in the sky, on those live streams or even the recorded streams. So,
Mhm.
well, with that being said, again, Celeste, thank you for joining us. College coaches, you tap in. Her Instagram handle is right below. And until next time, again, thank you. This is episode number 3.
Of course.
Peace.